Well, hello again. Welcome to In the Greenhouse with Orchid Supply Store. My name is Ken, and I'll help you along this visit today. Well, I have on a white shirt, so that must mean we're having spaghetti for dinner, or it's time for me to play in the dirt. Either way, I'm going to get dirty, and that's just the way it's supposed to be. But let me first start off by saying I'm sorry I am so late with this video. I was out of town over the weekend and away from a computer and just couldn't get anything done. So we'll try to catch up on this one. So important things first, the winner of the giveaway, the Vanda giveaway this week is Laura and Billy Fennell. Maybe I'm pronouncing that right. Fennell. Laura and Billy. So if you'll contact me either on the website or by phone, I'll get your information and get your prize out to you this week. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of repotting today, but I want to start out by asking a question. I need some help from you guys. I'm not attracting new visitors. We've got a pretty healthy following, and each and every one of you guys come back every week, but I'm not getting new people, and I don't know why. So you tell me, why do you think new people are not coming to the site? Give me some advice. Give me some suggestions. Do I need to have different content? A little difficult there because I only have so much stuff, that I can tell you about. Is it keywords? Is it words in the title? Do I need a dancing bear or a pretty young model as the thumbnail in the video? Just how do I attract non-subscribed people, viewers, to come to the site, take a look at it, and then of course if they like what they see, hopefully they will subscribe. So I need some help there. You guys tell me, if you had never been here before, what would attract you to click on the video and to take a look? So I want to try whatever you suggest. So give me some suggestions. You're the ones that watch it, so you're the ones that know. And I don't have a lot today. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have I can't really call this a repotting. It's a potting. I bought some orchids that were growing in a flask. They germinated and everything in a flask, and I thought I would try those. I bought these, probably a year ago. I bought an entire flask of Dendrobium lawensii, Lawesii. So all of these are dendrobiums. I'll put a picture up of what they look like in bloom. But I bought all of these are dendrobiums. I'll put a picture up of what they look like in bloom. But I bought the flask. It was quite expensive. I mean, it was like $400, for the flask, and I got these. This is what grew from the flask. And they've done fairly well because they were very, very small, when I first got them. So what I'm going to do is pot all of them, and I'll show you how I'm doing it. I've got a mixture here that I mixed up. And to get these out, they're growing in coconut husk, coconut coy and husk. So that's what they have been in for over a year now, and I'm going to take the little seedlings and plant them in a pot and hopefully get good results from it. I really hope so, because like I said, this flask was quite expensive for what you get. You basically get just little tiny little twigs of nothing. But these have developed quite well. Yeah, the roots, as you can see, you know, they're doing again quite well. But this is a year's growth. So if you buy something in a flask, don't expect to have anything soon, because it is a long-term commitment. Yeah, you expect to get results. Hopefully within a year you're going to get something like this, and then I don't know, 2 years later probably going to get something that will bloom. I hope. I don't really know. So all I'm doing is taking individual plants, putting them in a pot, and soon, I hope, rather than later, we'll see how these are going to do. And I'm not going to keep you on camera for each and every one of these, because there's probably 50 or 60 here, so it's going to take quite some time. But I will give you an update periodically on how the potted plant is doing. So I'll do just a couple more. And again, this is a mix, that I made up. It has a soil, it has perlite, it has some bark, it has might have some, I don't know what all's in there. At least those, maybe a few more things. Yeah, something to keep it anchored, but also light and airy enough, that it can survive. Okay, one more. Oh, gee, the sun is coming through the greenhouse, coming through the shade cloth and the side. It's quite bright in my eyes. So hopefully you can see me okay. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do to each and every one of these until I get them all planted. And again, I'll keep you updated on the progress of how they look. Now, as far as what's in bloom, I don't have anything. I've got one yellow bird in bloom with one bud on it. I have one big vanda that I've shown you before, that has 3 or 4 blooms on it. Nothing else in bloom, so nothing to show you there. And I've told you before the reason why on that. Number one, I don't try to sell anything in bloom. And number two, they are the first ones to go. When someone buys something, if it's in bud or if it's in bloom, that's the one you get. So that's why we typically do not have anything, or if any, very, very few in bloom. So that's it today. Short and to the point. I announced the winner. I asked you the question, give me some help on what will attract new people. Showed you that we're going to repot all of these dendrobiums, and that's it. So short and sweet today. We will do this again, so you come back. I did forget one thing. This was kind of funny, I guess. Those of you who've been following, you probably noticed that I had relatively long hair. I was doing that on purpose because I just wanted to do it. Early last week, my wife was looking at me and she said, "Ken, your hair's getting kind of long." you need a haircut. So I said, no, I don't need a haircut. She said, yes, you do. I suggest you get a haircut. And I said, no, I'm not going to do it. She says, well, you're just acting like a little spoiled kid. I said, okay. If I'm a little spoiled kid, I'm just going to get down in the floor and I'm going to kick my feet and I'm not going to have my hair cut. And she looked at me, she says, if you do that, you'll get a spanking. So I turned to her and I said, really? You'll spank me? Okay. Let's just say that later that day, I decided I would get a haircut. Yeah. Nothing to do with her. I decided I needed a haircut. So I got my haircut. But I'm going to do something else. I haven't shaved in a week. Now, I have a very, very light beard. Never have had a heavy one like my grandson Nick, which you have seen. He can shave in the morning, and by 4 o'clock, he's got a 3-day beard. I mean, he's got a heavy, heavy beard. With me, I don't. And what I do have is white, so you can't really see it. So I'm not going to shave, and I'm just going to wait and see how long it takes Sue, my wife, to say something. Just see if she will notice that I haven't shaved. I mean, I'm sure she'll notice, but I'll see if she says anything. So I didn't get my spanking, even though I wanted one, didn't get a spanking. So I'm going to grow a beard. Well, I'm going to grow some white fuzz, and we'll just see how long it takes her to notice. So follow along for that also. Talk to you later.